This is 8.3 multiplying binomials. So we're going to go through and talk about what it looks like to multiply a binomial times a binomial. We're going to learn a couple different methods for doing that. The first is based on an acronym called FOIL. It is an acronym that helps us to remember to multiply the first, outer, inner, and last terms. So it looks like this. The first terms would be x times x, which gives us x squared. The outer terms would be the outer portions of the multiplication problem for the binomial. So x times 5 is 5x. The inner terms would be the 2 and the x on the inside of the multiplication problem. That's 2x, and then the last terms are the 2 and the 5, the two constants on the end in this case, which is 10. Then what you'll notice is that the like terms are in the middle. The outer and inner are like terms in this case. If you combine the like terms, you end up with a quadratic trinomial, x squared plus 7x plus 10. So that's the distributive property of multiplying using the acronym FOIL to help us make sure we get all the parts of the multiplication problem. Another method that a lot of students like is to use what's called the box. And the box connects to FOIL. If you think of this as the first term, there's the outer, inner, and last. You'll have those same terms in the box there. So label the sides, x plus 2, x plus 5.
Where's it at again?
I'm recording, so you have to get it there. And then x times x is x squared, x times 2 is 2x, x times 5 is 5x, and 10. And then you combine the like terms. What's neat about this is that the like terms, will show up on these diagonals. And so you take the first term as the x squared, the like terms add up to equal 7x, and then the 10 at the end. So it's another way of multiplying, arranging your work for multiplication. All right, we're going to use a distributive property here. So 2x times 3x would be 6x squared. That's the F of FOIL. The outer terms are 2x and negative 7, which is negative 14x. The inner terms are 4 times 3, or 12x. And the last terms would be the 4 times negative 7, or negative 28. Combining the like terms, we get 6x squared minus 2x minus 28. I'm going to put down the solutions to these others. If you go ahead and try FOIL on your own, pause it, and then check. All right, using the boxes. It doesn't matter which edge you place these on. Let's make that bigger. You place the x minus 3 on the side, and the 4x minus 5 along the top, or vice versa. It doesn't make any difference. Multiplying the 4x and the x gives us 4x squared. The x and the negative 5 is negative 5x. 4x and negative 3 is negative 12x. Negative 5 and negative 3 is 15. And then combine the like terms together. So my final answer is going to be 4x squared plus minus 17x plus 15. The second one here, same thing. We're going to label the sides and the top. I have n minus 6, 4n plus 7. So the top left corner, 4n times n, would be 4n squared. N times 7 is 7n. 4n times negative 6 is negative 24n. And negative 6 times 7 is negative 42. Once again, you can combine these like terms, leaving us with the quadratic binomial 4n squared minus 17n minus 42. I'm just going to do this one down here, the 2x squared plus 3, 2x minus 5. This is one that does not have like terms on the diagonal. You'll see that as I do the multiplication. So 2x times 2x squared would be 4x to the third. 2x times 3 is 6x. 2x squared times negative 5 is negative 10x squared. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. Notice that none of them are like terms, so we just list all 4 terms from the box in standard form from highest power down to lowest. And that's it. I'm going to show you one more use of the boxes. The box can be extended to a binomial times a trinomial by just enlarging the box, making it 2 by 3. Instead of 2 by 2, we'd label the side 2x minus 7, the top 3x squared plus x minus 5. Multiplying across the top, we have 6x to the third, 2x squared, negative 10x. And across the bottom, negative 21x squared minus 7x plus 35. And you'll notice once again that the first term is on its own, 6x to the third. The last term is on its own. That's a plus 35. And the two middle terms here we can get by combining like terms diagonally. So minus 19x squared. And here we have minus 17x. And this will be skill 13. It would be a good idea to maybe practice some of these down here. Go ahead and pause the video and you can check the answers. I'll put the solutions up here. So those are the solutions to the now you try. So hopefully that helps.